Everybody, so in this video, so this is partly the reason why I haven't been uploading in like the last 3 weeks. I've been busy working on it, but now it's done. All 50 states with proportionality. So you know how some states don't have proportional maps? Maryland, Massachusetts. But you know how some of them can't really do anything about it, like Delaware or Massachusetts or Vermont or Kentucky. So yeah, I decided to try by adjusting the amount of area in the district. So in Louisiana, I tried to make a majority minority district. It worked. Of course, it looks like. So it takes the black parts of around New Orleans and like Baton Rouge, and then goes all the way up north into Lisbon, and as west as where Monroe. Really weird name for a city. So yeah, it is. So it's a 2-to-1 map. Represents the. And now for the next state, Pennsylvania. For some reason, whenever I make Pennsylvania maps, their proportionality is always default set to 0. So I use composite data. I think president data might work too. No, this is actually the best data. So we have 2 Republican districts and 2 Democratic districts. I tried to make it as proportional as I could to 1 likely R and 1 likely D, 1 safe R, 1 safety. So yeah. Tennessee. Okay, so you cannot make a majority minority seat. Oh, and I forgot it would adjust, but it's still within range, so I didn't need to. So in this district, it takes the area of Nashville and like around, I don't know what the area is called, but it also takes Memphis. And now for the next map, Missouri, I made a 2-to-3 map. 1 safe district out of St. Louis, out of both St. Louis's counties. And I did not put St. Charles in the district. And I took out the more red parts of St. Louis. And in the first district, I took Kansas City and its smaller pockets. And then I took, I believe, Columbia, put it into that district. So yeah. And in West Virginia, okay, so this, you cannot actually draw a 1-to-3 map without doing wacky things. So what you probably end up with a district, right? Like right there and then right there and then, yeah. So I made life easier and just made 1. Okay, so that's not contiguous. I need to fix that. So I took a 1 district. I took it out of the South Charleston metro area. On Charleston, I guess. And in Illinois. Yeah, if it's not good. I made 1 district with all the safer areas. I put this big metro area into the district. I don't know what it really is. Oh no, it's Eastern St. Louis. And then I put Springfield in the district. And then so yeah. So you can look at the partisan map. In the 2nd district, I went up into the Chicago suburbs a little bit. So made it we made it slightly bluer. So yeah. one likely district made out of the blue, redder parts / less blue parts. Colorado, I had fun doing. So Denver is not a contiguous county, and it's also too big, so I split Denver up. And yeah, not really much to say about Colorado. I put Pueblo County into I put Pueblo County up into one district. And then I also took part of El Paso, split it 3 ways. So yeah, nothing really to talk about that. Kentucky, okay, so you cannot make a good map out of Kentucky. So this is why. So the default setting is composite 2012 to 2019. But what you don't realize is that's only a 17-point victory because it uses the governor data and that skews Democrats. So look how many points this district becomes bluer by. President in 2012 and 2016. So yeah, this is a good district, I guess, for Democrats. It's a good one. Not the best they'll have, but not the worst. But yeah, let's just go back to the default data set and move on. Vermont. Okay, so yeah, Vermont's a single district thing, and you cannot make 1/3. You just can't. So I made a district that's 40. That's like it. This is basically just a county. It uses Essex County, Orleans County, Franklin County. So yeah, not the best map, not the worst map. Still proportional though. That's the main idea. Wisconsin. This is actually the first map I did. Then I had to restart everything. So of course you don't really want to know that. So yeah, this is a really straightforward map. I put Milwaukee into one district, Madison into one district, and then went up to the northern areas. And yeah, the Warren County is in the Republican district. Overall, nothing really to talk about Wisconsin. Though about Wisconsin, it's extremely hard to draw a good. Okay, so that's not proportional. I mean, not contiguous, but I'll come back to that later. Or never. So yeah, their Democrats are packed into 2 areas. That's it. So it's really hard to draw a map. And in Massachusetts, I ended up having to make a district. Well, yeah, obviously I split Boston because that's really the only way you can make a district. Split Boston. Did not mean to do that. So yeah, nothing really to talk about this district. Vote safe victories. Just want to tell you, don't use composite data. Oh, well, there's new data that makes it bluer. I mean, redder, of course. For president. Okay, and that makes it turn blue. So yeah, composite data inflates governor's elections. So, I mean, it doesn't inflate them. It just makes them. Like, it includes them. And, like, Larry Hogan won by, like, quite a few more points. And so, yeah, it's going to inflate it by a few points. I don't know if I'm using it. Okay, so California might take a while. Oh, yeah, there it is. So in California, I made I don't know how much, but a smallish Republican area, I guess. So it takes quite a few areas in. It takes all the Republican areas in, or as much as I could without making it uncontiguous. And in the Democrat areas, Districts 2 and Districts 3, cities, if the city feature can work. Yeah, Sacramento, say around. I think this is San Francisco somewhere. This one I think has Los Angeles and San Diego. Yeah, Los Angeles. So yeah, shows you where all the also congratulations to California. It is a majority minority district now. I mean, it's majority they're all three of the districts are somehow majority minority. That could be because California as a whole is majority minority. And enough about California. Let's move to Delaware. This was an easier map. I made a district in Newcastle and using the remains, I used Dover in Wilmington and around Newcastle to make a district. Nothing really changes if you use composite or not. I think if you use governor data, I think no. Yeah, it's generally not a really interesting area. No really swing districts. Arizona. So I put the Native Americans into one district. Apache, and Navajo, and parts of Cohino County into one district to make natives to not split the native vote. And then I put Phoenix into the second district, but part of the exurbs are in the first district. I also put Yuma into the second district, and I believe I also put Tucson. Yeah. So yeah, not really interesting. I used President 2020 data. Once again, composite data. Well, that doesn't do anything to change. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Ohio. So I made it. This is one of my favorite maps to do. So I made a district in Cincinnati, one in Columbus, somewhere, I think, yeah, in Toledo. I think it's in Toledo. Okay, I did not do a good map color choice. So yeah, around Cleveland and somewhere around Toledo. And then the remaining exurbs are Republican district. And in New Mexico, I tried to follow with the second district. I tried to follow the lines, but yeah, that was a kind of impossible. Hang on a second. Sorry, I had to leave for something. So anyway, I think I was talking about New Mexico. So yeah, I made a 2 to 3 map, and yeah, not really much to say about it. I did try to put as many Republican areas as I could into the district, and I put Albuquerque in District 2 and Santa Fe in District 1. I don't know why that is a lean Republican district, a likely Democratic district. It doesn't really make sense. Okay, that happened. I need to how to okay, there's something I do not understand. Okay, this is gonna take me forever. By the way, if you're redistricting, and if you don't really care about the splitting, then press Window Alt and drag your mouse. You can be able to fill that in. Here's a tip for you guys. Also, I have to put Sandoval County in this district. That's San Juan County. Surprisingly, it has a high native population. I don't know why. So yeah, it's a pretty Republican area. It's kind of small from the Democratic areas, and most of the Republican areas. I'm not really sure if that's in reverse though. Hang on, let's see, partisan lean. Oh yeah, it does. So yeah, enough rambling about also yeah. So next state, I believe. Okay, so if I was on New Mexico, I should be on South Dakota. Okay, so this is yet another state that population deviations I was very off. It looks like a district that could house 100,000 people. It houses it doesn't even house 3,000 people. So yeah, one Democratic district, and then I made one other Democratic I made one like slightly less Republican. I think it's the second one. It takes Democratic areas, and I think it also takes. I'm not sure. I think it's Sioux Falls. Yeah, I think Fargo's in North Dakota. So yeah, not that much to talk about. In North Dakota, same scenario. Although I was really only able to fit 9,000 people into that district. Stupid me. And it's 2 safe districts. But yeah, this is a majority native district, so take credit for that. These will make you look so eyes. Some ways to die in Among Us. Oops, right, not the best. So yeah, in Oklahoma, Arkansas. So obviously you have to put Little Rock into one district. It's a given. And then you also need to take. So what I did is I took this Delta area. I think it was bluer in my head. Well, that just makes it better. President 2020 data. Yeah, let's just go with that. So yeah, and then I exchanged to the Delta, took more Democratic areas, and just went up there and took more Republican areas. And Idaho, another state with population problems. The second district, I'd say, has census messed it up, but I say the second district has good population deviation. Well, it had good. And the first district is basically just extended Blaine County. You take Blaine County, take Bingham and Bangkok, Lincoln, Camas, and Elmore, and part of Ada County, and bam, you have 79,000 people. Isn't even none of these districts are close to majority minority, to be honest. Pardon me. So in Texas, I basically did anything I could not to make my district look horrible. Because like Democrats in Texas, El Paso, Rio Grande Valley, Fort Worth and Dallas, Houston and Austin, they're all separated. Yeah. So I'm just gonna wait till it works. Okay, finally. And since the population thing is 40 million people, I made a huge mistake. Yeah, it's really loose population deviation. I could make it like almost 20,000 people, and it would still not be a big deal. So yeah, like what I was saying before, El Paso. I need to turn map colors on. El Paso, so yeah, I tried making it as narrow as possible. See, I didn't split a single county. Weirdly enough, I didn't have to. So yeah, I use 2018 Senate data because that makes sense. Makes more sense. So yeah, Harris County, home to Austin, I believe. No, it's Houston. Yeah, it's Houston. And this is Austin, and I think this is San Antonio. Okay, so this is Dallas, Arlington, and then Fort Worth. So yeah, I think I might have actually put, yeah, I put Tarrant County in the Republican district for some reason. Since it's still a generally Republican county. Also in Virginia, 4-5. So yeah, I don't know why, but this snake district reminds me of the Czech Republic. It also reminds me of a chicken eating a question mark, and the chicken is on an alligator against a brick wall. I don't know why. It just is. 7th district, pretty straightforward. I think it encompasses Virginia Beach or something. Or I don't know how it makes. Oh, I think Virginia Beach is in this county. Yeah, in this district. Yeah. And then you go into like Fairfax, Alexandria, London. So yeah, pretty straightforward. The districts out here aren't really that much to talk about. So yeah. All you need to know is that the 5th district is atrocious because they're trying to save Republican precincts from the Democrats. Yeah, not the best idea. I mean, it's a good idea, just not that good. New Jersey! Yay. So what I did with New Jersey is I looked Gloucester County and went up to, and so yeah, for those of you who are wondering what the cities, I believe I don't have Atlantic City and Camden. Camden's in this district and Newark is in around this district. This district is just spare Republican excerpts I've just found. It's also barely contiguous. So yeah, not the best. I mean, it's a pretty good map in my opinion. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, New Jersey, Indiana. I made a really horrible map. You'll find out why in a second. Okay, what is with these maps and taking forever to load? I want one map. Okay, for some reason, this takes a while. Oh, stop. No, what am I doing? Go back to, yeah, thank goodness map is. So I took one map going from, I believe, Lake County in Gary, stretching all the way down to Delaware County. So yeah, it takes Gary. And it's not like it's big, it's just extremely democratic. Then it goes to Fort Wayne, I believe. Yeah, not that many though. I put Indianapolis into this county and then some other democratic areas. Overall, not the best map, not the worst. Okay, so proportionality, which means, okay, so what happened there? What state was I on? Dang it, I forgot what state I was on. Oh yeah, I was on Indiana. Okay, so that happened. So really the next state is North Carolina. So yeah, unlike Texas, I actually tried putting all the Democratic areas I could find into this district. Like for example, Winston-Salem, Greensboro. Raleigh, whatever city, I think Asheville and Charlotte. So yeah, not the best map, because it's inventive, I guess. That's all I can really say about it. Oh, and in Nebraska, so I used 2020 president data, whatever. So I took the blue parts of Omaha, made a district all the way. Okay, so that is not contiguous. Into, I believe this is, Lincoln, and from Omaha to Lincoln. Second district, it's Lincoln and Omaha exurbs plus an, like, I don't know what city that is up there. So yeah, and a native reservation around there. First district, pretty straightforward. Basically all the Republican area. I don't think there's actually, okay, so there's only one Democratic precinct in the entire state. I want to change that. I want to make it no Democratic precincts in the entire state. I mean, county, sorry, county. You think this will be contiguous? You think this will be population? I don't care. It's still good. Yeah, not a single Democratic precinct in this entire area. Except 2. Yeah, that's a problem. All of that for nothing. So, yeah, let's see. Kansas. Okay, so Kansas precincts in Kansas City are atrocious. Or it shouldn't even be called Kansas City. That's Kansas City and Wyoming County, and then the rest of these are just. So I made one district. Oh, by the way, this is 2020 president data. So I made one district from Wyoming County and parts of Johnson County. Yeah, Johnson County. And then I took parts of it and made a district that goes all the way down into, I believe, Wichita. Yes. So yeah, nothing to really talk. Republican area, straightforward. New York, this is probably one of the hardest maps I made. Because, like, I did not want it to end up as like a really narrow Republican district. And then I realized that it's not possible to make a district more than 5 points for the Republicans anyway. So yeah, this just happened. And then they made a likely district for Democrats. So yay for them. So yeah. Also, Connecticut, I'm gonna need to do a little editing. Maine, pretty straightforward. I cheated and used president 2016-2020 data. Yeah, I cheated. I totally cheated. So yeah, not the best. I mean, yes, second district still pretty rural. Now it becomes a first district though. Alabama, nothing really wrong with it. I made a district going down to, I think, mobiles in this district. Yeah, I put mobile in this district, and I went to Jefferson. I think the city is Birmingham yet. I went to Birmingham and then went all the way up to whatever city that is, Huntsville. I think Tuscaloosa is also in this district somewhere. I'm not sure. Mississippi, 20s, whatever. I am so bad at that. So yeah, Missouri. I think this is in the Delta area, somewhere in the Delta. Mississippi, extremely blue. And then I made a district going all the way down here into whatever city that is. And then, yeah, not the best district, not the worst district either. Only one of them is really majority black. So yeah, girl. And Washington, good state. By the way, you can just, oh, well, that happened. I forgot about that. So yeah, obviously, I think there's 1 or 2 Seattle districts. It's probably Seattle's around there somewhere, yeah. And then I took some like Democratic areas from here and stretched out into more Republican areas and then back to a Democratic area to make a likely district. And then 2 Seattle districts. The first and second district are just, yeah. like almost every other scene. We almost done. Okay, we're almost done. Montana. Okay, so yeah, I have a Missoula-based district, and a district that looks really weird. It goes from up here. Not really that many major cities. I think Helena's in this district somewhere. Oh no, Helena's in that district. I don't know what major cities are in this district though, so not the best map. Georgia. Okay, so Georgia, I did not need to split anything. Like there was actually a 23,000. There's actually like a 24,000 population deviation. Like when the census released their new data, and luckily for me, Burke County has almost that much. So yeah. Convenience. So yeah, this is a pretty straightforward district. I put Atlanta into the district, obviously. Atlanta is like one of the bluest cities and yeah, I think they put Athens into this district too. And then I put like everything else into this district. Maryland, second map I made. So okay, so I'm to save you all time, I made a district going from here. So yeah, you can see it for yourself now. District 1 just goes from like that up. So it takes this part. If you were to make a proportional map in Ireland, it would take this part would be a district, like this part would be a district, and then you'd have remaining parts around like right here to make a district. Also, the reason it's likely is I use composite data in like once again inflates it for Larry Hogan. And I want to see what happens if you use governor data. So yeah, nothing really happens. The third district though kind of gets more competitive. And the second district, one of the safest districts, I guess, goes to a likely one. So good Larry Hogan did. Consider that it doesn't really change that much. So I need water, and I forgot to pack a water bottle. Great convenience. That is worst. So yeah, I made it. Wait, what? Yeah, it's President 2020 data. No, I'm using 2020 data. So yeah, it makes 2 lean D districts and 2 Anchorage-based districts. Likely D and then 2 safety, 3 likely D, and 1 competitive one. So yeah, Anchorage, I think Juneau's in this district, and I think Fairbanks is in one of the districts. That's Anchorage, that's Juneau, and I think somewhere around here might be Fairbanks. Not sure though. So yeah, okay, so Minnesota. I had a good idea, and to make this district better, I took the Iron Range and just smashed it into the Minneapolis area to make a safety district, and then the remaining ones are in a Republican district, though there are still like few Democratic pockets around here, which translates into only likely R district, not a safe R. in any other states. Florida. Okay, so I had a problem with Florida. For some reason, I could not get 2 safe districts using, like, I could not make it I could just not make it 2 safe districts using President 2020 data or even President 2016, 22. So I had to use President 2016 data, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Or I think whatever city this is, I think. Oh yeah, this is Orlando. Orlando, Tampa, Miami are all in that district. So yeah. Sorry. Okay, I am losing air. Okay, so Oregon, I hope this doesn't take a... Okay. Oregon, I took the eastern part of this district, and I took basically this part and like a few Democratic Republican areas. Actually, I think these are a few I think this is part of Portland. It's part of Portland. This in that zone area. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to say exactly. This district is just if you extend it downward, it's gonna be like a likely D district or something. Yeah, I'm gonna try to cut the conversation a little bit to save my voice. And in Wyoming, that's nice. In Wyoming. Okay, so in Wyoming, I had 79,000 people short, which is better than some places. Okay, so we made a district going from Kenton County, the most Democratic county in the state, to Albany County, which is really only Democratic because like a really small area. Oh, wait, no, this is Lair. Yeah, wait, what am I doing? This. Oh no, it's in Albany right there. Pretty small Democratic area, but still, it's only a till D district, not the best district for Democrats, but there's literally no other way. Okay, I skip Michigan, but I'll come back to that. South Carolina, 9 districts, 4 Democrats, 5 Republicans. Okay. Back to the video. So I put Charleston in this district, took some more areas. I believe Columbia into that district, put Columbia into that district. I basically survived all spare Democratic areas in this district to end up making 4 Democratic districts. And now to Michigan. So yeah, one Detroit-based district, one Detroit suburbs district. I mean exurbs, and like Lansing. I think Lansing's in this district. One district with, I mean, a few minor cities, and this district it's the Panhandle and more. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk that. Okay, so Nevada, pretty straightforward. Las Vegas is in this district. Las Vegas suburbs and Reno are in that district, and Carson City. So it hasn't technically. Okay, so I did not make this map. I changed it a little bit because plagiarism and copyright still exists. So what this person did, they made the worst map of that state using 2020 president data. So if it becomes a likely district. And president 2020, 2016, it's pretty much composite data, of course, skews Republican of Chris Knudsen. Makes it. So yeah, they made a really atrocious map. It's good though. I like it. So they barely have blocks connecting. Look how narrow. Okay, so that is not contiguous, but I will accept it. So yeah, look how sometimes the district doesn't even go like a mile wide. Some of them just don't even look contiguous. So yeah, split Cuyes County, and I think this is, I don't know what district. I know it starts. I don't know what it starts. I know it. I just don't know it. Oh yeah, it's Hampton. And now it's the capital of New Hampshire. Wait, what is the capital of New Hampshire? I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. Concord. Okay, so I cannot find Concord, and I don't want to spend that much time finding Concord. Okay. Iowa. I think I put Grand Rapids and Davenport into the district somewhere. Oh yeah, Des Moines, Davenport, Cedar Rapids, and Iowa City are in the Democratic district. Okay. So in Oklahoma, I just made a district going from Oklahoma City to Tulsa. So yeah, technically the third district just surrounds the second district, except for the small land border. But yeah, it has a sizable native population. The third district is 20% native. So yeah, pretty good for natives. Hawaii. Now you want me wondering how we got Hawaii? Yeah, that's how. The biggest population deviation. Like I had to take area from here. Like the only thing I could do was take area from here, the only red precincts in the state, and then use that. That's literally all I could do. And that's using President 2020 data. It's a friendly data for Republicans, I guess. Okay, so Utah. Okay, so I smashed Salt Lake City and put part of it in one district, part of it in another, and part of it in another. Then you use some and took some area and took the other part of it. Oh my goodness. And in Rhode Island, I was able to get a narrow Republican district using 2016, 2020 data. And then I was able to get two Democratic districts, one I think in Providence, and the other in Bristol and other areas, I guess. Connecticut. So this seems like a good map, but it's 2016, its data is extremely skewed to Republicans. It's only a 17-point Democratic district, and I believe Biden won the district. Biden won the district. I mean state. Sorry, state. No, I don't want to do governor election. I want to do Senate election. Okay, I love these upstates. Just sometimes get on my nerves. Okay, so honestly, it's only 3 points off. Honestly, if you have to be honest about it. Wait a minute. No, it's 15 points. No, it's way too off. 5 points is way too off. But then that makes that a Democratic district. Okay, so that didn't work. That didn't work. And then I'm gonna take some areas from the population deviations shouldn't really matter me right now, so. almost, yes. So yeah, I think that's the last one. Yes. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Bye.